So in a recent video, I did an AI conversation between Spock and Kreia. In that video, I presented Kreia as a somewhat xenophobic individual, wary of humanity's entanglements with other species. Now, whether or not she really is a racist is one question.
What's up, my nigga?
But I thought it would be interesting to discuss why she would appear so in several occasions in Knights of the Old Republic 2, and her reasons behind such thinking. Now, hear me out. As much as we would like to put Kreia on a pedestal and worship her, let's not forget that she's her own fictional character, with some flaws as well. Now, one of the most common examples of Kreia being, if you would like to say that she's racist, is her treatment towards the Zabrak companion, Belder, whom she often refers to as the alien. Now, we all know that Belder is the chief designer behind the ultimate super weapon, which is the mass shadow generator, which caused millions of casualties at the climax of the Mandalorian Wars during the final battle of Malachor 5. And as Kreia spoke about the horrors that were birthed as a result of Belder's work on Malachor 5,
There is a world on the outer rim surrounded by mass shadows. Past the graveyard of Mandalorian warships, this planet suffers, crushed in gravity's fist.
she hands off her statement with this:
What manner of creature would have birthed such a thing? Nothing human, to be sure.
While she doesn't really explicitly mention her contempt towards Belder, you can clearly see it with her interactions with him. And more often than not, she implies that he is incapable of something greater than himself. While the Jedi exile had no problems reading Belder's mind as a result of their bond, Kreia, on the other hand, could not.
I have found his impulses are cold like a dead weight. His thoughts are black.
She gave two possible reasons for this. One was simply because there are different translations, making it difficult to read his mind.
As for the alien who served with you in the war, its thoughts are more difficult, requiring many translations in meaning.
Or the second one, which she settled on, which is referring to his mind as primitive.
Such is the case with primitive minds.
Now, when you look at a person like Belder, does he look like a primitive person or a calm and reasonable person?
You seem like a calm and reasonable person.
Obviously, it will be the latter. And he's perfectly capable of building marvels of technology. So his mind is far from primitive. Kreia is also critical of some other races, such as the Mirror-Lucans, as she mentioned that they squandered their gift of sight in the Force.
It is a rare gift squandered on her people.
And if you actually think about mating with Visa's Ma, she has this to say:
See to it that you do not ever think such thoughts. Mating with her will bring more harm than you know.
So yeah, don't think about going up Visa's Ma's loading ramp anytime soon. But obviously, she doesn't really elaborate further on her sentiments of the Mirror-Luca, so we can only speculate as to what her true intentions or reasonings behind these are. But what I will say is that no one is immune to her criticism and analysis. Even Aten, even the disciple, even the handmaiden, and the masters of the council. She has many things to say about each of them. Few people and few races in the galaxy would ever impress her. And in the Star Wars universe, humans have the advantage of being versatile and adaptable to almost any environment, allowing them to live and thrive in almost any corner of the galaxy. So, as to whether or not Kreia is a racist, it's up to you to decide. But ultimately, each race and each culture has its own benefits and inherent flaws. So as a whole, we must learn to question them and learn to adapt accordingly. That is one thing that Kreia would ultimately appreciate for any individual, regardless of their race or background.